It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. I woke up this morning, probably like 5-10 minutes ago, and I felt like it's a Pac kind of day. So I thought we would dive into Thugz Mansion, the original Acoustic, because acoustic shit just sounds better. So let's dive in. Let's see what this man is cooking with. Woo, beautiful sound.
Shit, tired of getting shot at, tired of getting chased by the police and arrested.
Me too.
Niggas need a spot where we can kick it, a spot where we belong, that's just for us. Niggas ain't gotta get all dressed up and be Hollywood. You know what I mean? Where do niggas go when we die? Ain't no heaven for a thug nigga. That's why we go to Thug Mansion. That's the only place where thugs getting free and you gotta be a G. At Thug Mansion. A place to spend my quiet nights, time to unwind, so much pressure in this life of mine. I cried times I once contemplated suicide and would have tried, but when I held that knife, all I could see was my mama's eyes. No
We already got to run it back. The opening by itself. Place to spend my quiet time, all this pressure in life, you know, I cry at time. I'm definitely mixing up what he said, like word for word, but that's just so relatable. And again, I'm sure it's something everybody can relate to, but like life is just full of pressures. Pressures to get shit done, pressures to make enough money to pay your bills, pressures to take care of those around you, pressure to make sure that you're good, that your health is on point. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to complain about it because I feel like life in itself is a blessing. And so it's a worthwhile trade-off. It's just some days just become a bit overwhelming, and that quiet place at night, that laying down and just being able to decompress is so important, in my opinion. And I feel for those people that don't have that, whether it's because like you don't have help and you have a whole kids, and so you don't really get that downtime as often as you probably need. And I commend you for being able to go through that. But that's probably why I'm never gonna have kids, and I like to live by myself, and just because when I'm ready, I can just chill. I ain't got to worry about nothing, nobody, just relax and decompress, come back the next day better than I was, hopefully, and then get back to it. I mean, there are people that I, look out for and I care about, all that kind of stuff, but I feel like if I don't get that decompression, I slowly start to slip down that slope, and it's to the point where it's like I'm not going to be helpful anymore. I'm not, I need that. So that shit's way too relatable.
G. At Thug Mansion. A place to spend my quiet nights, time to unwind, so much pressure in this life of mine. I cried times I once contemplated suicide and would have tried, but when I held that knife, all I could see was my mama's eyes. No one knows my struggle, they only see the trouble, not knowing it's hard to carry on when no one loves you. Picture me inside the misery of poverty. No man alive has ever witnessed struggles I survived. Praying hard for better days, promise to hold on. Me and my dogs ain't have a choice but to roll on. We found a finally spot to kick it, where we could drink liquor and know what bickers over trick shit. A spot where we can smoke in peace. And even though we G's, we still visualize places that we can roll in peace. And in my mind's eye, I see this place the players going past. I got a spot for us all so we can ball at Thugz Mansion.
Every corner, every city, there's a place where life's a little easy.
Such a beautiful verse. Like this is one of my favorite songs from Pac. Like it's gotta be. Like it's just so well put together. It's so beautiful. And that bar about like, like no one knows the struggles that I've been through. I really like that bar because there's certain ways of looking at it. Like some people can think like, well, I've been through worse shit, but I don't think it's not like aimed at like I've been through worse shit than you. It's more so like we all have our own issues, right? And in my mind, like you don't understand the shit that I've been through. You don't understand the struggles that I've survived, that I've made it through. And it's the same and vice versa, right? Like I don't know the struggles you've been through, the shit that you've had to go through to survive. And being that we're all built and wired differently, certain struggles are going to hit different people in a different capacity. And it's just, I don't know. It's crazy when you think about it because again, like I said in the beginning, life is a blessing. But at the same time, like there's a darkness to life that is really unfortunate that a lot of people have to go through. Even people that you think are happy or on the outside seem like everything is going good for them. They made a lot of money. Like it doesn't mean that dark side doesn't affect them, right? Like you may not see it or they push through it. Like it's just, I don't know. Life, I woke up in a mood today, apparently. Life is just, it's very interesting to me.
Little Hennessy, laid back and cool every hour, cause it's all good. Leave all the stress from the world outside. Every wrong done will be alright. Nothing but peace, love, and street passion. Every ghetto needs a thug
Will I
man
survive
shine.
all the fights in the darkness? Trouble sparks. They tell me home is where the heart is. Dear departed, I shed tattooed tears and couldn't sleep good for multiple years. Witness peers catch gunshots, nobody cares. Seen the politicians ban us, they rather see us locked in chains. Please explain why they can't stand us. Is there a way for me to change? Or am I just a victim of things I did to maintain? I need a place to rest my head with a little bit.
I like that, but hold up. Hold up.
Locked in chains. Please explain why they can't stand us. Is there a way for me to change? Or am I just a victim of things I did to maintain?
Is there a way for me to change? Or am I just a victim of things I did to maintain? That is another, like this man spoke such like truth and shit that I feel like will always connect with people, right? Because there are people that are in certain situations in life, and it speaks to a whole bigger topic, to be honest with you, as far as people getting into, say, drug dealing, right? And it's like, well, why would you do that? Like, but like some people grow up in certain poverty, and it's to the point where they're like, I don't have a choice. And I know sometimes it seems like you always have a choice, and in some ways you do, but sometimes, especially at a younger age, you don't realize some of those possibilities, right? And it just looks like this is the big open door in front of me, and I need to get to the other side somehow. And the walls, let's just say like you had to get over this line, right? And there's a big open door in front of you and walls all the way down the side. There may be a door down the right or left side, but it's not within view right there. Like you can't see it. And so the question is, do I just go through this door here, or do I try to travel right or left and hope that a door is going to be there somewhere? Because if not, I'm effed. But if so, then cool, I found a better option. But right now, this is the opening. Does that make sense? Like, and I feel like a lot of people kind of have those kind of situations pop up depending on like what you've been through, where you go through, and you do shit to maintain, but then it also ultimately changes you. Like you can't get into certain lifestyles and not have yourself be changed in some ways, because some of the shit that you see, some of the shit that you become a part of, and it just, it's like, am I able to get away from that now that I've found another path, now that I've finally gotten past that and I don't need to do some shit like this again and life is getting better? Or have I now been altered forever kind of shit? You know what I'm saying? It's just like people that grow up around gangs, and you join it because you don't know any better. So you join a gang and you feel like that's the only way, and they're going to look out for me and, you know, make sure that I can help out at home and I can pay my way and different things like that. And then at some point, maybe you decide I want to move on to something else. But some of that violent side of you that you grew up and were around for so many years, it's hard to kind of just turn it off immediately. It's like with anything in life that you do for a long time, or anything that becomes like who you are for a little while. Like it's hard to just change that. To me, that bar is just so deep.
I need a place to rest my head with the little bit of homeboys that remain. Cause all the rest dead. Is there a spot for us to grow? If you find it, I'll be right behind you. Show me and I'll go.
And then he's like, is there a spot for us to grow? If you find it, let me know, because I will follow, right? Like I don't know. I have no idea. But if there is, I'm all in.
How can I be peaceful? I'm coming from the bottom, watch my daddy scream peace while the other man shot him. I need a house that's full of love when I need to escape the deadly places slinging drugs and Thugz
Every
man.
corner, every city, there's a place where life's a little easy, little Hennessy, laid back and cool every hour, cause it's all good. Leave all the stress from the world outside, every wrong done will be alright. Nothing but peace, love, and street passion. Every ghetto needs a thug.
Dear mama, don't cry, your baby boy's doing good. Tell the homies I'm in heaven and they ain't got hoods.
This bar, yo, I get chills. I get chills when I hear this. This shit always gets me. Like, your baby boy's doing good. Tell the homies I'm in heaven and they ain't got hoods. Like, it's crazy. Like, this man spoke as if he knew like that something was coming, and so he left messages. It's absolutely crazy.
Peace, love,
oh, I get chills.
Every ghetto needs a thug.
Dear mama, don't cry, your baby boy's doing good. Tell the homies I'm in heaven and they ain't got hoods. Seen a show with Marvin Gaye last night. It had me shook, dripping peppermint schnapps with Jackie Wilson and Sam Cooke. Then some lady named Billie Holiday sang, sitting there kicking it with Malcolm till the day came.
And I love how he brings all these different people in there, like how he's kicking it with this person, that person, this person singing. And he's like, yo, let them know that it's just like, it's a party up here, but a fun party. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. It's different up here.
Always doing good. Tell the homies I'm in heaven and they ain't got hoods. Seen a show with Marvin Gaye last night. It had me shook, dripping peppermint schnapps with Jackie Wilson and Sam Cooke. Then some lady named Billie Holiday sang, sitting there and kicking it with Malcolm till the day came. Little Natasha show grown. Tell the lady in the liquor store that she's forgiven. So come home. Maybe in time you'll understand. Only God can save us. When Miles Davis cutting loose with the band. Just think all the people that you knew in the past that passed on. They in heaven found peace that lasts. Picture a place that they exist together. There has to be a place better than this in heaven. So right before I sleep, dear God, what I'm asking, remember this face, save me a place in Thugz Mansion.
And that's just, yo. Like this is, yo, Pac is my favorite. He will always be my favorite. I'm gonna be real with you. I accept everybody's favorites, but I'll never understand how it's not Pac. I really won't. Like I just this man was built so differently.
Save us when Miles Davis cutting loose with the band. Just think all the people that you knew in the past that passed on. They in heaven found peace that lasts. Picture a place that they exist together. There has to be a place better than this in heaven.
Like picture a place that they exist together. There has to be a place better than this in heaven. Like and that's like a wish, like a hope, right? It's just like you almost need that. And that's why I'm always very interested in this kind of stuff, right? Like I've said in a few videos, like I found myself having faith over the last year or so and wanting to have that conversation with a higher power. And I know some people disagree with the fact that I'm like not really wanting to attach to any specific religion. And I have my reasons for that. And some people have dropped paragraphs in the comment section to try to explain to me why I should and why I'm wrong for not, or why this is the direction I should take, and so on and so forth. And I respect it. And I'm not going to tell anybody that they're wrong or anything, because I could be wrong, right? Like that's the thing. It's a faith. We have faith in what we believe in being right. As much as people want to point it out as if like this, and this means that it's proof, I can't necessarily agree with that. But I do feel like this is one of those moments where it's just like, you know, there has to be a place better than this in heaven. And I feel like, especially back in the day, like now life, like there's darkness to it. We all can agree on that to an extent, right? There's a lot of shit that can happen, a lot of places you can grow up in that are horrible, things that you can go through. But I feel like not even close to what it had to have been like 1,000 years ago, say. Like it was just like, it just seemed like death was just such a common thing in the sense that people died young. Like people were getting murdered left and right. It just was, it wasn't structured like it is now, so to speak, right? So it was like danger was around every corner, and I almost feel like you had to have some belief that there was a place better than this. Otherwise, it's like how do I wake up every day and get through this kind of shit? That's how it feels to me. So it's like, I'm not saying that that's what created the thought of heaven, but I just feel like that had to that had to be some kind of solace for people that just struggled with the fact that life was just so shit. I mean, I'm sure there was benefits to it. Like, you know, I think being away from all the technology that we have is good in a way, but at the same time, the fact that you could just be sitting in your village and then get pillaged by some people coming and raiding, you know what I mean? Like there was wild times in the past, and I don't know. I'm on a tangent now. This song just gets me talking and thinking, and like, I love this man. I love this man.
So right before I sleep, dear God, what I'm asking, remember this face, save me a place in Thugz Mansion.
Every corner, every city, there's a place where life's a little easy.
I hope so.
Be back and cool every hour, cause it's all good. Leave all the stress from the world outside. Every wrong done will be alright. Nothing but peace, love, and street passion. Every ghetto needs a Thug Mansion.
This is such a beautiful song. Again, everybody can have their opinion, but I'm gonna be real. If someone were to tell me like, nah, you know what? I don't really like Thugz Mansion, I'm looking at you funny. Like, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm looking at you funny. Just a little bit. Oh boy. Okay, this was amazing. I'm excited to continue to do Pac on this channel. Like I said, I'm thankful that some of you guys want to check it out, but I'll be real with you. Even if these videos get 5 views after listening to shit like this, I'm just rolling with it. Like, because this shit matters to me. Like, I just feel like this music is just so timeless. I appreciate you guys. Let me know what you thought down below. Take it easy. Stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.